Hi everyone, welcome back. This will be part one of assembling the tree. Now, this is the one that I made, and I had a little bit of difficulty because I put the wires on my hoop first. And if you haven't seen this tutorial, check it out. It came out really nice. So I'm hoping this one comes out just as nice. And what I decided to do is to put the dangles on the hoop first, because that's a little bit tricky. So we'll see how that goes. Instead of having to move wires around and try and slip them in, maybe we can do it this way. The way I'm doing it, I have two different sizes. I'm going to put 4 of the shorter ones on first, and then 4 in the middle that have 1 extra bicomb. You can make them, if you're going to make them the length that you would like. Just going to make sure that that's on nice, no space, so that you don't lose your dangle, because that would really be a pain in the ass. Oops. Be a pain in the neck. Yeah, that's better. I'm not starting over again. Sorry. So this is tedious, but it's workable, and I think it's worth it. So I'll try another one. I can tell this one's going to give me grief. If I can get it on the hoop easy, I can usually close it easy. I don't want to mess up the order. Okay, fingers crossed. That worked. And I'm going to stand up and make sure. Good. I am sitting, which I'm not used to doing, so I can't see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to keep my hands in a good place for you. I did hurt my foot pretty bad, so I decided with this project I really like it a lot. That's why I'm making another one. I would like to do it in a bigger hoop and maybe twist out my branches and then twist them into the tree. That was my signature piece for a long time, and then Donna kind of took that over. That's her thing. And I like to work just either twisting with 2 eyes or just stringing them along. But I'm not against making another tree that way. Also, update on the big, in case you missed it, I did break a section, I will show it to you, of the rustic tree, and I was heartbroken. I could probably fix it. It's in the playlist. I do know how to fix it. I just don't know if it's worth it. But on a different note, those are actually listed in the description box. They came from Hobby Lobby, and they're half price if they still have them on sale. I have 2 new ones and one that I made that is broken. This is coming out pretty easy so far. I like the jump rings that are half opened. Even though they get tangled up, I can close them up easier. There's actually a tool that, I did put this in the description box. There is a tool that came with it. It looks like a ring, and that's how you're supposed to close it. But I'm not good at that either, so I'll just try and keep it the way I'm doing it. So what I'll be doing next, look how fast that's going compared to trying to get them in between already twisted on wires. That's amazing. As long as I can get the wires on as easily. I think I will. I should be able to. So I am using the Bencrete 20 gauge aluminum wire on this. The wires will be 14 inches long, and I'm using 6 of the brown and 6 silver. Now, let's see what we have here. I have to stand up. As you can see, these ones here are a little bit longer, and they end in yellow. Now I'll put the other 4 on this side. Kind of wish I put the teardrop on the bottom, but it doesn't, to me it just didn't look like fall. I have a few ideas for a few new projects. Stuff that you've not seen me do yet. So, hopefully you stick around. We'll have some fun. That didn't go quite the way I wanted it to. And if I don't have to take it off, I won't. Let's see, can we hocus pocus it? There, that worked. I don't know if you can hear Miss Abby snoring in the background. She's my senior girl, my cat. She's snoring loud today. She woke me up. Okay, let's see if I can. I'm gonna make sure I'm putting them on the right side here. Right here. That was too easy. Last one. Well, so far, it was easier to put them on first. Now, let's see about putting the wires on. And this was a long process for the first one. That looks good. Now let's make sure that they're all the same. 3 long in the middle. And they are. Not 3, 4. Looks good to me. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is get the wire. And make some noise. As you can see, I already have one twisted out for the next one, and these are the wires for this one, because I like this project that much. Let's see, how many minutes? 11 minutes, not bad, guys. So what we're going to do is fold the wire in half. Like I said, these are 14 inches long. And I'm going to put the first one before the dangle, because if I don't, when I go to twist my roots, that'll be floating around on the outside. Now on this one, let me show you the difference. I'm going to try something different. I closed up, after I put my slip knot on, I closed up the 2 little loops. I mean, it looks good. It looks really good. I like it a lot. And this is how it looks without it being closed up. Got that space. Now let's slide one down and add another and see if it'll look good. It just might be too much. And if it is, then I will tighten up that loop. Just close it up a little bit. Again, fold it in half. Take the 2 ends and pass them right through that loop. And then I like to keep my fingers on either side. And I also like to twist my roots as I go. I don't know if I like it yet, but we'll find out in a few minutes. As we go, I'll be able to tell better. Alright, I want to make sure that I don't miss. Okay, we got a wire, a dangle, a wire, a dangle, a wire. We need to slide one of these over. Put a silver one on. Oh yeah, this is so much easier than trying to put the dangles on in between the already twisted out wires. I think it goes faster and it's easier. And just slide another one over. Now we're getting to the longer ones. Oh, this is the last long one? No, we have to put them in between those. What am I thinking? I see them all hanging there, and then I see something shiny and I forget what I'm doing. All right. So I should have two. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. I put one too many. It's supposed to be 4, not 5. So that means I would have to take one of these off and put a longer one over. And I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, let me see, just slide these ones over, because these ones here are the middle. There we go. Okay, dangle, wire, dangle, wire. So you get the point. I'm going to continue to do this until I get them all on, and then I'll be back. Well, I didn't make a mistake after all. There are only 4 on that side. The reason why it looked that way is all of these were over there. So I just slid them all over, and I do have 4 short. There's 2, 3, 4 long, and I still have 4 short. So I'm going to attach those wires and then I'll be back. Well, I didn't close the slip knot so to tighten up the root. This one here, as I mentioned, I had closed up that the space just by pushing them together, and I thought that had a really pretty look to it. I like it a lot. I do like it better with the teardrops at the bottom. This one here, as you can see, I did not close up that like I did on the other one, just by pushing them together. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. What do you think, guys? I think that looks absolutely stunning. I think I like the roots better that way. For this tree, they don't all have to be the same. They just have to be pretty, right? So that's it. I will see you in part 2. I believe this is part 1. First there was the introduction. This is part 1. Getting the dangles and the wires on. That was really easy. From now on, the dangles go on first. In the next part, I will come back and we will twist out and bead this pretty tree. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.